That's the last but not least nominee. Then you're going to have the main course. Then you're going to have wine if you want. And then we're going to have the pleasure, after the main course, to hear our conseillère d'État, Madame Orek. Nous remercions d'être là. So just that you know what's happening. So last but not least, I have the great pleasure, because je suis valaisanne, to welcome Geraldine Fasnacht on the stage. I'm so happy to have Geraldine Fasnacht next to me because I'm a fan. And we have the same passion, mountains, of course. Okay, but you're better. Okay, I let you this. Different. Thank you, Geraldine. Her nickname, the Swiss Bird Woman. That's something. It says it all. Geraldine, visibly, for everybody who have seen her, she really embodies freedom and gives us a lesson in risk management. She could talk to bankers, this is something else. Her passion for mountains and for freedom gives her the opportunity to speak about choices, about values with simplicity and authenticity all around the world. She carries with dignity an open Switzerland, and this is also important for our image outside Switzerland. She has been appointed Adventurer of the Year 2021 by Paris Match, the French. This is something for a Swiss woman. So Geraldine, please, I'm very happy to have some questions for you. If you have questions for Geraldine, please scan the QR code that we're gonna let for a while. Geraldine, you're successful. You are a sportswoman, the second sportswoman we have here tonight. With the love of the mountains you show and you live, you really inspire self-improvement. How would you summarize? We had a long discussion about what is for you important to carry out from this passion and from what you can do. So how would you summarize tonight's theme linked to your passion and your life? Actually, it's not only your passion, it's also your job.
Yeah, for sure, but passion has been driven my entire life, and I was the daughter of two entrepreneurs that both of them built their own companies, and they were completely passionate about what they were doing, and probably that was what showed me that everything was possible, because they started from scratch. And lucky me, they showed me that it was not because I was a girl that I had to have a doll. They just told me, what you want to try? And they wanted me to try as much things as possible because they wanted me to find what was really driving me in my life.
And what was very interesting is that you talked to us during this video conference that for you, what is important to show is that everybody has the right to choose. Not everybody, that we are lucky to have the right to choose. We made the link to Leila, to your theme about Iran, and about your dreams. So what is for you the right to choose?
I had lucky me again, because with my sport I could travel the world and discover many, many places and many wonderful people. And that made me really realize that in Switzerland we have the right to choose, we have the right to exist and to do what we love. And relate to Leila, I've spent 2 beautiful expeditions in Iran, and I met incredible women. I know now they spend really tough time and they have to escape the country. It's really tough to see this, to know how Iran was before and what was Iran before. It was definitely not like what it is today. And I imagine myself, look how you love your country, and that maybe one day you have to escape. I would never like to be like this, because I love my mountains, and my friends are in that case right now. They love their mountains, but they have to escape.
That was the question about living your dreams. And you have a wide visibility in the media. You're also a great influencer. You're an example in this domain. You make your own communication. I think this is something also important because then you talk about experience. What is for you the most important message you would like to communicate to people?
That most of the dreams that even you think it's impossible, it can be possible. You just have to be definitely passionate about what you do, put everything, all your energy into it. And I'm showing most of the time my project about the Matterhorn flights. I opened the first wingsuit flight from the summit of the Matterhorn. Some of the media wrote, oh, it was the first woman flight from the summit of the Matterhorn. No, it was the first human flight from the summit of the Matterhorn. Just to make it clear. But yeah, it's not always that it's a woman first, and it's important to say it because there is a lot of women that are achieving big goals on Earth, and I'm trying. I don't like to talk only on women first because I think the good balance is important, and most of my achievements, I needed to have wonderful men next to me, and I have a wonderful man next to me in my life that make me able to keep on achieving big goals right now. And this is really important. So my media, my social media is to show that please keep on dreaming because even the most impossible dream can be possible.
This is an important message. Thank you, Geraldine. Thank you. The gong will... We are right on time. Look at that. I love it. I love it. No. Come on, Christian. Okay. Now I think questions from the audience because I'm sure they're going to have some questions. So they come here. Oh, that's beautiful. We had this discussion. Just to let you know that when we had the visio conference with Olivier and with Christian, she was coming, she was a little bit late because she was in the snow in a cabane de montagne, and she arrived with her big hat and her big and that was great because she just arrived like this with her phone and said, I'm here, I'm sorry, I was outside in the snow, of course, but she was there with us, and that was a great moment. So it goes with that, because I'm sure you were thinking about that next week was coming the snow, the week after, and a lot of snow for you, it's snowboarding, because we didn't talk about that, but you're a snowboarder, a skier, and of course you jump. I can't imagine that. Are you afraid of anything? If so, what?
Yes, as you have said, my place is the mountains. So I can be in the mountains like I've done in Antarctica or in Baffin Island for 2 months in my tent at the bottom of a cliff to climb, to fly, to ride, whatever. This is my spot. But being in a city or staying for more than 2 days with a lot of people around me, this is really difficult for me. That's I'm afraid of.
I think I didn't expect this answer. This is a very honest answer. I love this question. What do birds think of you when they see you in the sky next to them? I have to say that you were working in an airline company before too, huh?
Yeah, it was an airline company, Swissair.
That's
yes.
very interesting. So you see, there is really a huge thing about flying in her life. Yeah. What do birds think of you when they see you?
I think they probably laugh a lot because we are... actually, it did improve a lot. I started wingsuit flying 20 years ago. And when I flew with my first wingsuit in 2001, we had a glide of 1. So for 1 meter down, we were doing 1 meter distance. We could fly on a 45-degree slope. And today, we tripled that glide. So it's incredible. And these wingsuits today are not anymore just black or white. They can be pink, they can be orange, all kinds of colors. So I definitely think that the birds are laughing about us, trying to fly like them, feeling that we fly like them with this costume. But yeah, they fly much, much better than us, but we definitely feel that we are birds. And today we say that we fly because as we increase so much that glide, we don't say that we go jumping anymore. We really say we go flying now.
Yeah. In the mountain and in life, what would you say is the one character trait that is essential for success, or that was essential for you?
I would say, I don't know which one to say first, but determination is definitely really important. But you need to be humble and know really your limits.
And maybe a sense of freedom, because we didn't say this word already, and we talked about this.
Sense of freedom, for me, the mountains is definitely the sense of freedom, for sure. But in the mountain, if you are not aware about your limits, it's definitely not going to be a long time for you. And so your ego needs to be in your pockets, and you have sometimes to realize that you have to turn around and come back later.
Yeah, of course. You talk about relationship, for example, with sportswomen in Iran, but could you talk about another example of your relationship, or in general, around the world with sportswomen?
I loved my time in Mali as well. We spent 1 month in a small village at the bottom of the hand of Fatima, in a place where now it's impossible to go back. And in this village, we really have had an incredible time living in a family, and we had to always ask the people if we could climb the mountains, each mountains we wanted to climb. And this mountain had an incredible story where they had find the water for the village, and the woman from the village who found the water to bring back the water to the village had climbed this mountain and flew down to the village to bring back the water when they had no more water during the dry season. And actually, the first time we climbed this mountain and I flew down with my wingsuit, they all called me Fatima for the whole week. But what was wonderful about this story, then I'm over, we had so much award with this movie when we came back from Mali that we could build a well for this village after this movie came out.
It's a nice story. Thank you, Geraldine. Thanks a lot. So now